In 2020, a devastating fire broke out, completely destroying a peaceful home. Amidst the chaos and ashes, only one small life managed to survive, a cat named Nagini. In a matter of moments, he lost everything: his family, his safe haven, and his beloved owner. When the rescue team found him, Nagini was curled up in silence, alone, injured, and lost among the ruins. His face had been badly affected, his fur singed, and visible signs of heat trauma made it clear he needed immediate help. But instead of despair, the rescuer whispered a silent prayer. "Please, let this little one survive and overcome." Nagini was rushed to a veterinary clinic for emergency care. After examination, the vets confirmed that he had sustained around 60% damage to his facial area. Still, the medical team didn't hesitate. They began treatment right away, working diligently to reduce his pain and give him warmth and rest. For the first 3 weeks, he was under close observation, treated with dedication and compassion. The rescue team stood by his side every day, caring for him as if he were one of their own. Gradually, Nagini began to respond. What was once fear turned into curiosity. Each gentle touch, every kind word became a new experience of love he had never known before. For Nagini, every small act of care was a step toward hope. Though the initial weeks were tough, each little improvement felt monumental. His eyes became more expressive, his steps more stable, and after a long silence, he finally let out a soft meow. Signs that he was slowly coming back to life. After 5 long years filled with countless checkups, gentle care, and small victories, Nagini had finally reached a place of peace and healing. Though the scars on his face remained as quiet reminders of the tragedy he had endured, his spirit had blossomed into something truly beautiful. What amazed the rescue team the most wasn't just his physical recovery, but how his personality had slowly transformed. Nagini, once silent and withdrawn, had become a curious, playful, and deeply affectionate cat. He would purr loudly whenever someone came into the room, rub his face against their hands, and follow his rescuer around the house like a shadow, as if silently saying, "I trust you now." Every morning, Nagini would greet his rescuer by curling up at the foot of the bed, and every night he would wait by the door to welcome her home. He loved sunny spots by the window, soft blankets, and above all the comforting presence of his new human family. He had a favourite toy mouse he carried around and even started talking, making soft meows when he wanted attention or treats. For the woman who had rescued him from the ashes, watching Nagini thrive became one of the most rewarding experiences of her life. Her heart swelled with joy every time she saw him play, every time he looked up at her with those trusting eyes. She often said, "I didn't just save him, he saved a part of me too." There were times she would sit quietly, stroking his fur, and tears would fill her eyes. Not from sadness, but from pure, overwhelming gratitude. Gratitude that Nagini had chosen to keep going. Gratitude that he had found happiness again. And gratitude that love, patience, and compassion had turned a story of loss into a story of hope. Nagini became a symbol of strength in her home. Friends and neighbours who met him couldn't help but smile. "He's so gentle," they'd say. "You'd never know what he's been through." And perhaps that was the true magic. Nagini didn't live in his past anymore. He lived fully in the present, surrounded by love, warmth, and safety. His rescuer would often share his photos online, and every post was met with hundreds of supportive comments from people around the world. "You're a hero," they'd write. "Nagini is a miracle." And deep in her heart, she knew that no recognition could ever match the quiet joy she felt, watching him sleep peacefully, finally knowing he was home. Nagini's journey wasn't just about survival. It was about how love can heal, how resilience can grow in the most unlikely hearts, and how one tiny life can inspire thousands. And in that home, on a soft blanket in the sunlight, Nagini lived, not just as a cat who survived, but as one who had truly learned to thrive.